I don't know about you, but I've struggled so many times with trying to understand color grading. Hundreds of hours watching YouTube videos, node trees, and everything in between. I was always trying to figure out how to get this film look to just get it right in the videos I was trying to make. Then one day I got an email from this company called Dehancer, and they asked me to review their product and let them know my thoughts. So I downloaded the app and started playing with the buttons, realizing that I would no longer have to guess at making a film-like video. I wouldn't have to build a forest of a node tree and get lost in a mess I created for myself through my color grading process. This program includes everything from grain to halation to film overlays. And for those using DaVinci Resolve, you can actually color grade from the edit page. Yes, you can. And it's amazing. It literally takes the guesswork out of the color grading process. If you're not as familiar with that node tree, you can just plop it right in to that video clip and start grading. You can get that film look without any color grading experience. This is huge for when you're first starting out trying to color grade. Dehancer makes it super easy for you to just adjust the sliders right there, and you can play with your colors, and it doesn't even take that long. Within a few minutes, you've got this awesome color grade that you can then copy to your other clips. You have film compression, which is reducing the highlights. You have expand, which gives you more contrast. You have prints that you can fine tune and dial down your saturation. You have the color head, which you can adjust different color tones inside of your image. You have film grain, which that you can actually adjust. And instead of just having one type of film grain, you have multiple types of film grain. And all you gotta do is hit your drop down box and pick which one you like. You have halation, which is that little red outline in your videos, and it just gives it that nice, almost like a glow to it. And you can adjust that glow. It's so subtle, yet really needed to give you the film look that you're looking for. You have bloom, which is almost like a black pro mist filter that you put on your camera lens. It gives those really soft edges to it. You have film damaging, gate weave, and film breathe. And these are all almost like effects that you're adding to your clip in your video that simulates a film projector. It really just gives you a style that you can play with during your process of color grading. You have overscan, to where you can actually choose the type of film overlay that you put onto your videos. Now, a lot of times you would have to go out to a third-party website and download those overlays that you're looking for. Well, with Dehancer, you can just click a button and it has a drop down and it gives you all those different types of film overscans that you just immediately apply to your clip. And there you have it. Bob's your uncle's. Says Bob. Then at the bottom, you can actually export all those different settings that you had just set and use it as a LUT. And then you can use it whenever you want. When you first load Dehancer, it gives you a really intense look to it right away with a lot of grain. And you're just gonna have to dial down the settings when you get it into your clip, and you adjust it one by one. You also need to make sure that you put Dehancer in the correct color space when you're in DaVinci Resolve. So if you're in that Rec 709 color space, you make sure you put it after the CST node so that it applies the film look that you're looking for correctly. And there are tons of film stock emulations built right into Dehancer. And you can even choose the print stock by itself without even applying a film look to it. You just get the print stock, that 2383 Kodak, just bam. You can even choose the glossy, you can choose the regular, and apply it all by itself without applying anything else inside that plugin. You're also given that Kodak Vision 350D. It is so good. And that D stands for daylight and the T stands for tungsten, plus combined with the 2383 print stock, and it just comes out buttery smooth and it looks so good. And that's that look that everyone's trying to emulate and trying to get inside their videos. And there's others that are built in there that are just as good. And also keeping in mind, when you apply that 2383 plus the Vision 350D, you're gonna have to adjust the different settings to your liking And that's the great part about it, is you can adjust the black points, you can adjust the white points so that you're not blowing out your highlights or you're not losing all your shadow detail. It does reduce the saturation though, so you're gonna have to play with your color density when you're doing that so that you can gain back some of that pop of color. Pop. And you can adjust and use any of those color settings within the plugin as even standalones. If you just wanted to apply halation, you could do that. You just turn halation on and that's it, and that's all you use. Or you can turn on the halation plus the film overlay, or if you just want the film grain and that's all you wanted from the plugin, you just turn that part on in the plugin and that's all you're gonna get. You can even use the plugin on your phone. Yes, you can load it onto your phone and you get all the same detail coming straight out of your phone. All you gotta do is when you're out in the field and you're trying to shoot, let's say, a reel for Instagram or YouTube Shorts or TikTok, and you're recording your video, and then you can go directly in your phone, open up the app, and apply the same emulations that you would as if you were on your desktop right there, and then post. Done. You don't have to come home, load all the footage onto your laptop, and then try to play with it all, and then try to upload it from there. You can actually do it on the fly while you're out there shooting so that you can post it on those social media websites immediately without doing all the extra editing. You can play with the colors right there on your phone. It's like color grading on your phone. Come on, that's so good. Now check out this video that I only used Dehancer with color grading and that film emulation to create the look that you're gonna see. Watch this. Why do we do it? What drives us to snap a moment in time that can be looked at in the past, present, and future? Is it the thrill of the hunt for that perfect photo? Is it for fame and glory? Or is it simpler than that? Ask yourself, if this is your last picture you ever take, is it enough? What does that picture say about your life? The answer will be different for each one of us, but the outcome is always the same. A moment, a feeling, an escape. When taking that photo, do you take it for you or someone else? Are you comparing your work to someone else's? Why? If art is subjective, what is the measuring stick to determine who is good and who is bad? In a world of comparison, we have lost the subtle art of appreciation in exchange for competition. We have reduced our own way of thinking to pleasing the imaginary existence of an idealized audience, constantly seeking approval and validation. But why? The journey of a photographer is both lonely and yet profound. It's a path through time that is not seeking to be found, but to be lost in the creative corridors of oneself. Sometimes to reach our goal, we must first sit in the darkness to feel the light. The winds of change that blow during our journey are there to remind us that our destination is not fixed, but continuous, evolving, and unique. The
The silence screams for us to slow down in a world full of chaos. To focus, we must first realize that our vision is blurred. Much like the camera, life has settings that must be adjusted. Reducing the shadows, letting in the light, quieting the noise. We must adjust our frame of mind to realize the importance of a moment captured on the canvas of time. Intentional, selective, observant. It's a skill that can be sharpened through constant use and refinement. Edited through our experiences, honed through our interpretation of the world around us, and polished by our persistent effort. This skill evolves as we learn from our successes and failures, allowing us to develop a deeper understanding and mastery over time. You can change the way you see the world, one image at a time. Just take a picture.
So wasn't that cool? I mean, it was amazing to make that. And knowing that I didn't have to go through an extensive amount of color grading when I did it. And I think that's what makes it such a unique plugin, is the way it simplifies things, gives you the tools that you need right where you need them, and gives you the option to choose all the different things that you would want by turning them off and on. Definitely want to give a special thanks to Dehancer for letting me try this plugin out, and I highly recommend it. And this video is not sponsored by them. It's my own personal opinion on it. And I just really found that it's helped me in my workflow, and it's made it a lot easier to understand how different things work together to create that film look. And if you want to purchase that plugin, you can purchase different just pieces of it that are inside the plugin, or you can purchase the whole thing. And you'll get 10% off if you use my code JRPhoto10. Use that in your checkout and you'll get 10% off. All right, that's it from me, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.